Hi, you're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Shirley Stein.
And as usual, every week we watch a local film and we review it. Very trusted reviews, right?
Yes.
Okay, and this week we're going to watch something that's really anticipated.
Yes. Munafik 2.
Munafik 2. Astaghfirullahalazim.
I'm so excited to see Syamsul Yusof again. What a beautiful man. Okay, bye.
Okay, so we've seen Munafik 2. Astaghfirullahalazim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We start this review with bacaan Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Amin.
Okay, so
Demi Allah, we watch Munafik 2.
so you want to tell people about it?
No.
So it's a continuation from Munafik 1. Not really. Just a continuation of Adam, the Ustad Adam's story that is played by Syamsul Yusof. And
Who is the most dapper ustad you have ever seen in your life,
Yeah.
girls?
yeah.
You can dakwa me anytime.
And he has a very beautiful house and many cars in his house. But we don't know where his
Sounds look like a resort like that actually. But they
Yeah.
never take the cars out anyway. They just all run with their slippers, their high heel slippers.
And he seems to have no work on.
His work is to berdakwa lah.
Where does he get money?
From the masjid. I don't
Or is
know.
it to buy his resort looking house?
I don't know. Maybe his parents got money.
So he is being
Okay, come, let's do this again. I got very low energy.
no,
Sorry,
so it's
sorry.
fine. So he's being haunted by this demon Iblis.
Who's Indonesian,
Yeah, who's trying
judging
to
by her accent.
who's trying to kind of like
Tell him that he's not as holy as he think he is.
menghasut, because that's
Not
what
really
Shaitan, Rajim, that's what they do to menghasut.
But the
human beings.
shaitan is not really hasuting him. He's just saying, look, you're not as great as you think you are.
Yeah.
Don't think that you're so protected by God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse the drilling because our neighbour's doing renovation. But yeah, and then there's this kampung, right? There's this kampung that
It's across the sungai.
across the sungai, which has been taken over by a cult. This guy by the name of Abu Jah, kind of like Abu Ya from the Al-Arkam movement last time, has already like converted all these people in this village to this ajaran sesat, where he is actually
Twisting Islam.
he's the twisted cult.
So it's like a
version
different
of Islam.
interpretation of Islam.
Yeah, and in this village, there's this one former imam of the masjid, right? Who
Yeah.
used to try to fight this Abu Jah,
Who's
who is
now very, very sick.
yeah.
So his
kena buat lah,
daughter-
kena buat.
His daughter,
It's Maya Karin.
who's Maya Karin, who also has a daughter, not Maya Karin,
Yeah.
is trying to save her father lah from Abu Jah, who wants her like quite bad. So they get Adam to come and mengubat the father, and Adam takes out the jinn from the father's body
And
and
finds out that
puts it into Maya Karin by accident. And that's when there's a whole debate between
Is that what happened?
the ustad and the jinn in Maya Karin's body, using Maya Karin's body vessel.
Yeah.
So the jinn then proceeds to tell us that it's a Jewish jinn. This is important, okay? It is the
Aku
strongest
jin Yahudi.
Yeah.
Jin yang paling
kuat antara semua jin. And I only answered to Satan
Yeah.
and climbed 3 all.
But he's Yahudi. Then how does he answer to Satan? Because the Jews answer to God lah, the same God that the Muslims have.
No, but he's the jinn Yahudi, you see.
Yeah, but
So maybe he answers to Jewish Satan.
No. All the jinns are actually supposed to pray to God anyway.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't really know why it was so important for it to say that it was jinn Yahudi, but there was jinn Yahudi. So maybe it's a agenda Yahudi also. Ha ha. Anyway, the film had a lot of jump scares.
Very
And,
stereotypical scares lah.
Yeah.
The sounds
But
and the cuts
I've told you guys this many times before, okay? I'm really bad at horror films. So, really loud sound, lots of jump scares, it's kind of finished for me. His Indonesian Ghost also kind of finished me a little bit. So, it was all very, very scary for me. Right up until suddenly a familiar scene. So, Adam... Abuja goes up against Adam. Like, he really like takes Adam as his nemesis now, and he like sends his little devil people and like devil things to mess up Adam's life, and then he like forces Maya Karin to slander him, and then guess what lah? Adam's best friend is treacherous. And so after they've slandered Adam Kau, they sort of hang him up. Does this sound familiar yet? And Adam is like crying blood tears and things like that, and they are about to sort of
crucify him
lah.
It's like the Passion of the Christ lah.
Yeah. So basically, Syamsul Yusof thinks he's Jesus, or he's like Melayu Jesus anyway.
And yeah.
And it all just felt very much like a very elaborate scare tactic to remind you to be faithful to God.
Yeah.
And to not waver your faith. Yeah. And to stick to your religion lah. Which I personally don't appreciate messages like that, because I don't like being scared into my faith. You know, faith should be something that comes peacefully and naturally and within you, and you shouldn't have to be scared into believing something or doing something. So I didn't enjoy that particularly. But you know, you saw Munafik, the first one, right? So what do you think? I think you have better, more productive things to say about this.
No, I think it's I think there's two levels of how I see the film. The first level is that I don't agree with how, you know, you're trying to make people. The film is like preaching to say, hey, don't stray away from your faith, be a good Muslim, because if not, you go to hell, right? And all these ghosts will come in and
whatever
try to
you
kill
do, you must always be a good Muslim.
Yeah.
That was the main thing, you see.
Yeah. And you know, don't sesat and all that. And by doing that, all they do is scare, and throughout the whole film, there's no justification as to why you need to follow the religion. You have these two opposing views.
Why is the other view wrong?
Yeah.
So
you have these two views. You've got Abuja, who is like a cult, and in the film, it's supposed to be a deviant cult, right? A sect. And then you have Adam, the Ustad, played by Syamsul Yusof, who is supposed to be the right version of Islam. Yeah. And then they argue, but they don't have any arguments that are valid. One just says, oh, you must believe in the Quran, and this, you must believe in God. And the other says the same thing.
No, the other says, you haven't read the Quran enough.
And you don't know anything.
You didn't read all parts of the religion. So you don't know as much as I do.
Yeah, but they don't talk about what they know.
Yeah.
So it's just, I know more, you don't know more. You know more, you don't know more. But they don't talk about what they know. They don't talk about the actual knowledge or what the actual argument is. So it's a stupid film and a stupid way of trying to preach a religion to people. So yeah, there's that one level lah, you know. But the second level is the second perspective, I guess, of how I see the film is that Syamsul Yusof really knows his audience, because look, face it lah, the mass Malay Muslim community in Malaysia, they don't really know about their religion anyway, but they're just scared. Yeah, they don't, and they're just scared into believing the religion, because if you question too much, nanti jadi gila masuk neraka, and you're not supposed to question. And he panders to that audience, and he makes this film. And for sure, this film is going to break the box office. Because
it did already on the first day. It made 5
million or something like
million.
that. Yeah, and he's pandering to the audience. So, in a way, I think Syamsul is kind of smart, because he knows what the audience will lap up. And he did it, you know. You pander to a dumb audience, you know. And yeah, this is the two different ways of how I see the film. Look, he's quite smart. I mean, he looked at Passion of the Christ and he knew that he wanted the visuals to represent something.
He recreated Passion of the Christ, guys.
Or any scene of the crucifixion, any Jesus movie lah. It's all that
where
same
there's
story
a religious martyr, more or less. But there was also this angle that he was trying to take about humanizing your religious leaders lah, basically. So he is a religious leader, okay? He preaches and everything, and they talk about how he's trying to do the best that he can, and he's always trying to hold on to his faith and everything, but he's always faced with all these trials, like you know, his mother dying and like, why does he have to go through all of this? Why are people slandering him? And all of this suffering that he goes through as a martyr, right? But they humanize it in a way where he also gets possessed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he also gets possessed. He's also prone
so
to.
So he's only human.
He's also prone to getting possessed. So it's like betapa banyak agama awak ada pun sebenarnya tak cukup, and you must constantly
update yourself.
You must constantly get woke about your religion, because
update your apps.
No matter how learned or how pious you might think you are still prone to your human weaknesses and your human desires, you know, your core. Yeah, so basically it's like you're not uplifted enough. I feel like that was his character in particular that was what they were trying to portray with that. I'm all for learning the religion better. I really don't believe that anyone, especially, and there's a line in the film very early on where he says that religious leaders who claim to know everything and who claim that what they say are the one truth are always the ones that are actually damned, and they are the true hypocrites and the true ignorant folk, because you are so blinded by your supposed knowledge that you are not open to learning other things. I thought that was quite that was a sentiment that really resonated with me, because it's true that you cannot know it all. There is never such a thing as really knowing everything. And
well, in that sense, the message of that film for that part is kind of okay.
Yeah, that was a great message, but the problem was that message took a step back took a backseat to the scare tactics and the scaring of people to not fall for deviant teachings and everything. So it started off with a really good value, I suppose, and it carried through with Syamsul Yusof's character, but it was overshadowed by all of these other things in the film that were really just very extra and very unnecessary. But if you go on Twitter now and you look at the Munafik 2 hashtag, people are crying, you know, at the Passion of the Christ scene. People feel like this is the film you need to watch for God, and they are really like it has helped them find their new
pedoman, hidayah.
Yeah.
Some people, you were mentioning that there were some tweets where they said that now the masjid in front of the house,
Munafik 2, my surah in front of the house
full of people already now. Shit.
And I'm like, because it's so you're basically saying that these scare tactics work lah.
Like I said lah, the Malay Muslim community in Malaysia are just dumb.
So maybe he started off with good intentions. Maybe he started off, and I feel like I did see that he was trying to show the ignorance in Abuja and the ego, and how when you're so blindsided by your own supremacy because you feel like you are the one true messenger and what you say must be the word of God, it can lead to all these detrimental things lah. But the delivery was wrong, friend. Like you really got to look quite hard to see that lah, to see beyond the scare tactics of like, shut up, be a good Muslim, follow what God says, never waver, never question, or you get fucked up. And even when you do all of that also, you might still get fucked up. So just basically be a bit more extra with your religion. So good intentions, not a great execution of effort, I guess.
There were also people saying online that you cannot criticize a film, because you criticize a film, you're not a Muslim.
No, you're bad Muslim.
You're bad Muslim.
You don't know the religion, and you don't know what Syamsul Yusof is trying to do Okay, he's doing the Lord's work by creating this film.
But guess what, motherfuckers? We just criticized the film. Bring it on. Comment. Send us messages. Bring it on. Right?
Yeah, so don't watch this film.
Yo, you don't think so?
I don't know.
I would say watch it
I
and
don't
think
know.
about it lah. You know, watch it and think about what the film is. Think deep about the film and what it reflects, how it reflects society in Malaysia.
It's not produced badly, actually. It's done quite okay.
Yeah.
Sound could be better. Seriously, you guys, work on your sound design.
No, but they wanted it that way.
I know, but it's so loud lah.
Yeah. So how
painful lah.
they wanted it that way and they succeeded lah. You know, so you can't tell them to improve something that they wanted.
Yes.
So yeah,
okay lah, watch it lah, but
it's gonna break box office anyway.
use your brain a bit lah, okay, when you
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
Can ah.
So comment, right? Tell
Bring
us
it
what
on,
you think.
bring it on, haters. We see you.
Bidin@gmail.com or comment below. Subscribe to our channel. You know, comment everywhere that you can comment. Follow us on all our social media platforms @FatBidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything you've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I'm Sheila Bustawan. And I still like Syamsul Yusof. Just not so much in this film.
Okay, kita mengakhiri kritikan filem ini dengan bacaan surah Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amin.
Amin.